Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valleys. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
Remember the old saying, March comes in like a lion and goes out like a lamb? Yeah, well, today's weather will be somewhere between a monkey and a gerbil. Let's check in with Westwood One. We've got the NCAA men's basketball tournament coming up. We'll start with Selection Sunday, coming up appropriately enough this Sunday.
The tournament's best, sponsored by Geico, proud partner of March Madness.
1.1 seconds from court left. Near baseline entry. Harris calls the break. 1.1. Finds Queen. Corner three for the win. Air ball. And Auburn wins it.
A 5 seed, Auburn survived New Mexico State in last year's first round. Part of a run to the Final Four that saw them win games against Kansas, North Carolina, and Kentucky. Hear Westwood One's exclusive coverage of this year's NCAA tournament right here.
Your home is important. That's why Geico helps make it easy to save on homeowners insurance. Because home is more than just a place. Home is where you build a giant pillow fort in your living room. And when people ask why you have a pillow fort in your living room, you say it's for your dog. And when they ask, well, what kind? You say, chocolate lab. And weave a web of lies that's almost as intricate as the crown molding in Fort Pillow. The Geico Insurance Agency could help protect the pillow soft fortress you call home. Call Geico and see how easy it is to switch and save on homeowners insurance.
Well, coming up, we've got all sorts of good things for you. Well, like in the newsroom. Good morning, Gene.
Well, good morning.
It's another beautiful day.
It's okay.
Hey, it's different. That doesn't mean it's not beautiful.
Okay.
Okay, beautiful sunrise this morning.
Did not go out. Usually I've gone out already and taken a look, but did not go out this morning.
Okay, all the clouds and the moisture, brilliant colors.
Made it spectacular.
It did,
yeah?
Yes. Well, anyway, still trying to adjust to the clock change.
Next week is when it'll really get you.
I'm still trying to figure out how to change the clock in my car. Yeah, you have to hold the button that says clock, turn on the left turn signal, honk the horn.
That's right. Throw salt over your shoulder.
And throw salt over your shoulder. You got it. You must be driving the same model.
Yeah. Well, it's a different model or a different make, but they all go to the same, people for the controls.
Yes.
But they're never standardized.
No.
They follow the insurance company food for thought.
Yes. Yeah, it's like everybody's got a little bit different. Where are the headlights in this car?
Yeah. Oh, we don't have. Oh, no. I mean, I had to pay extra for that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you wanted headlights.
Headlights and stoplights? Oh, my gosh.
Oh.
I don't know if we can help you out there, but we'll try.
Well, in a lot of cars now, they do not put spare tires in the car.
Yeah, they don't have, a spare one around, so.
Well, no, they're improving gas mileage by 1/1000th of a gallon by eliminating a 20-pound tire.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, they give you a little compressor.
Yeah, and of course, if you've got, a nail in your tire, that's going to help you a lot.
It's going to help a whole lot, yes. Well. Are you ready for birthdays?
I'm ready for birthdays.
Well, on first?
No, I'm on second, I think.
Yeah, who's on first? Yeah. I thought you knew. Anyway, if I do this. I still find it hard to believe everybody was kung fu fighting, but that's what Carl Douglas said. Okay, what I'm getting at is Chuck Norris is 80 today.
Yeah, isn't that something?
Yeah,
that guy
still
is
tough.
tough and in great physical shape.
Yeah. One of our friends, singer Dean Torrance, is 80.
Dean Torrance, yes.
Actress Catherine Houghton is 78. Actor Richard Gant, 76. Tom Schultz, he is, he plays guitar for Boston, 73. Actress Aloma Wright, 70. Actress Shannon Tweed, 63. Sharon Stone, 62. Jasmine Guy, 58. Jeff Ament of Pearl Jam, 57. Singer Edie Brickell, 54. Actor Stephen Mailer is 54. Actor Philip Anthony Rodriguez, 52. Actress Paget Brewster, 51. Actor John Hamm, 49. Actor Christian De La Fuente is 46. Actress Bree Turner, 43. Actor Ed Gethegi is 41. Actor Thomas Middleditch is 38. Carrie Underwood, 37. Actress Olivia Wilde, 36. Actress Emily Osment of Hannah Montana fame, she is 28 today. So
Okay.
I'm
convinced.
Yeah, and we do have some local birthdays. Are you ready for that?
I'm ready for the local.
Okay, but before we do, if you need to wash your hands.
Happy, happy birthday, Pappy. Join us as we celebrate. Clap your hands and dance around. Have a laugh and eat some cake. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. You're so great. It's your birthday, it's your birthday, it's your birthday. Hey, why not? Yay!
We have happy birthday wishes for Benjamin Solario Sr., Adriana Renee Duran, Brian Huddleston, Daniel Leone, Helen Rader, Jim Marshall, Kelly and Katie Pearson, Luz Alvarado, Jonathan Dallas de Lucas, Adrian Castellanos, Alan Carrillo, Rafael Madrigal, Raymond Rojas Jr., Paul Nicholson, Michelle Pezzano, Mia Isabella Rivera, Mino Bracamonte. Happy birthday from KXO. And so happy birthday. And every once in a while, we'll throw in the happy birthday song so you can sing along while you wash your hands, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Or you could, wash your hands to Jingle Bells if you really want.
Yeah, if you wanted to do that, I would say that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Okay.
To Jingle Bells.
Yes. Today is International Bagpipe Day.
Well, that'd be cool.
You know what an international bagpipe is, don't you?
An international bagpipe?
Yeah, it's International Bagpipe Day. An international bagpipe is a bagpipe that has annoyed people in more than one country.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. And I think as far as I'm concerned, the only song that you can play on the bagpipes would be Amazing Grace.
Not just about. At least you would think that. I mean, it isn't the only one, but...
And I did tell you I finally got an answer from a Scotsman as to what a Scotsman wears under his kilt.
Yeah, he said none of your business, right?
Yeah, he wears shoes. Okay, today is Mario Day. Oh, Mario! Mario, celebrating the Nintendo video game character. Okay. So, we have our own Mario Espinosa. Hangs around here on the weekends, right?
That's right. That was the first person that popped into my mind.
Yeah, okay. Okay, and we've got news if you're ready.
We certainly do. Coming up.
I'll look at World and California news headlines right now. Brought to you by your friends at Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. They are your year-round comfort specialists.
CBS News Update. The markets are bouncing back a day after stocks tanked over coronavirus fears. The Dow up 597 right now. Trader Art Hogan doesn't think the rally will last.
We continue to feel that the market will be under pressure unless and until we get to a point where we think we've peaked in new case discovery in the United States.
President Trump says he'll ask Congress to approve a payroll tax cut. CBS's Paula Reed.
That's the kind of stimulus that is meant to put more money in consumers' pockets. But it's unclear that works in a situation like this, where a lot of folks are staying home, trying to stay away from germs, and they're not out spending money.
There are more than 780 reported coronavirus cases in the U.S., about 200 more than yesterday, many elderly. Medical contributor Dr. Tara Narula.
What we think is that their immune system reaction to the virus may be kind of dysregulated, overwhelming, so they develop what we call cytokine storm. We release all these inflammatory mediators that then damage the lungs.
CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Whatever the weather brings this summer, you can rely on a York Affinity premium comfort system to keep your home cool and comfortable. Our new Affinity systems are smarter, more connected, and more efficient than ever before, and cut your energy costs by as much as 50%. Call Lock Air Conditioning, your local York dealer, at 760-353-4501. That's 353-4501 to schedule a free evaluation of your system and learn how you can move up to a new level of comfort and efficiency this season. Call now and ask about our 10-year extended labor warranty. Contractor's license 696216.
California headline news. The process of getting people off the Grand Princess cruise ship continuing at the port of Oakland. The ship docking there Monday afternoon with local residents coming out to see for themselves what was happening.
We have to take care of people, and it's I feel sad for the people on board the ship, and they need to get treated, and it seems like the response is here.
Local, state, and federal crews working into the night, helping people off, including the 21 people who've been confirmed to have coronavirus. At least 5 people loaded into ambulances and hospitalized. Health director in Santa Clara County ordering a 3-week ban on gatherings of more than 1,000 people. The head of the Board of Supervisors saying it's a necessary step in keeping the public safe.
I want to reemphasize that this is a time for calm and reason, and that's what we're doing here tonight. We're taking a step forward to protect the health of our entire community.
Supervisor Cindy Chavez, that ban to take effect tomorrow morning. Southern California getting the first of what's likely to be several days of rain. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist.
America is a great big country
filled with all kinds of different people.
And we all count.
That's why the 2020 census
wants to make sure we're all counted.
Why is it so important?
Because the census helps inform how hundreds of billions of dollars will be spent each year for things like
new roads, health clinics,
even more school programs.
So make sure you're counted.
Because you count.
Shape your future. Start here. Learn more at 2020census.gov. Paid for by U.S. Census Bureau.
Upgrade to the wiper blades trusted by Rainer Zietlow to break world records. Michelin Endurance XT silicone wiper blades are real-world proven for extreme weather performance that lasts 2 times longer than other blades. The new Michelin Endurance XT silicone wiper blades are only available at Walmart.
This is a declaration of deliciousness. Garlic butter is taking over at Church's. Starring Church's $5 shrimp and tenders platter. 4 garlic butter shrimp, 2 tenders, fries, slaw, and a biscuit. Church's, bringing that down home flavor. Offer valid at participating locations.
It's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 2 locations in the Valley. In the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue right next to Food for Less in El Centro. Yes, Quick Lane will install windshield wipers.
Yes? Hello? You're going to install windshield wipers. Okay. Very good. That's where you left me there. Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Tuesday morning. Carroll Buckley is working on a couple of traffic accident stories in the newsroom.
Well, we've had some rain, and that means slippery roads. 2 accidents right now. One occurred shortly before 7 a.m., and this was on Old Highway 111 and East Worthington Road. No injuries reported in that accident. A vehicle, 2 vehicles collided. And then shortly after 7 a.m., a single vehicle rollover accident. This accident in the area of Gentry and Walker Roads. An ambulance is on the way to that accident. The vehicle rolled over and ended up in a field.
Well, in other news, on Monday morning, Southwest High School learned that a possible threat to the school had been posted on Snapchat overnight. An assessment of the El Centro Police Department and Central Union High School District determined that the message did not likely represent a credible threat to the safety of our campus. Out of abundance of caution, the El Centro Police Department requested assistance from local law enforcement partners to assist with the investigation. The other agencies that were on the campus to preserve order and safety included Imperial County Sheriff's Office, CHP, and Probation Department. At approximately 10:45 that morning, it became necessary to dismiss Southwest High School students due to the overwhelming disruption to the campus that was caused by the unsubstantiated information posted on social media websites. Students were dismissed at 11 a.m. Later, additional social media postings spread to Central Union High School. At approximately 12:45 p.m., it became necessary to dismiss Central Union High Schools due to the overwhelming disruption to the campus there that was caused by unsubstantiated information posted on social media websites. Students there were dismissed at 1:15 p.m. As school officials and law enforcement officers, they understand that the safety of students is every person's number one concern, and it is their priority as well. They would close schools immediately if they believed there was a threat to the safety of students. KXO News Time, 7:44.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers are ready to take care of you. Quick Lane, well, they're in Brawley. They are in El Centro. Go into Quick Lane and say, hey, I want the works. The works. Yeah, well, it's so much more than just an oil change. And, of course, Quick Lane does have windshield wipers, and, yes, they will install them. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro.
The Naval Air Facility, El Centro's annual open house air show, will be held this weekend, March 14th. Due to flight safety concerns during the air show, the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District is declaring Friday, March 13th, and Saturday, March 14th, to be no burn days. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
It's going to be too wet to burn anyway.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Are you looking for something special? Then I suggest the Peanut Patch in Yuma. Leave an impression with a gift from the Peanut Patch. The Peanut Patch in Yuma has some great ideas. How about fudge? Yeah, 80+ different handmade, melt-in-your-mouth flavors of fudge. They've got colossal dates. Yeah, they've got raw, salted, roasted, blanched, in the shell, out of the shell peanuts, all at the Peanut Patch. Or how about delicious single-ingredient peanut butter? It's peanuts. That's it. Nothing added, nothing needed. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. Visit. They're open Monday through Saturday, closed on Sundays. They have tours free every Tuesday and Friday at 10 a.m. Visit the Peanut Patch. Something very special. Page 2 of the local news and our weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning.
California state parks officials say that you can expect a moderate wildflower bloom this spring. Last year, hundreds of thousands of people from around the world visited California state parks, which experienced an exceptional wildflower bloom. Anza Borrego Desert State Park and Ocotillo Wells State Vehicle Recreation Area were carpeted with white, purple, red, orange, and yellow blooms. Historically, wildflowers bloom from late February to early April, and the bloom is affected by many factors to include the amount of rain. This week's rain may have a positive effect on the bloom. California state parks suggest in the Anza Borrego Park you hike Slot Canyon or Fonts Point. In the Ocotillo Wells area, you could ride the youth track or visit the Devil's Slide. Wherever you go, you're reminded to be careful and respect the landscape. Very, very, very true. A spring student health and wellness fair is coming up today from 11 o'clock this morning till 2 p.m. It'll be held in the IBC College Center. It's a function of an event. They'll have flu vaccines, health, screening for nutrition, counseling for health, agencies providing additional information. So make it a point. That's 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. today on the IBC campus. The County Board of Supervisors will hold an off-site meeting in Ocotillo this evening. That meeting is scheduled to get underway in Ocotillo at 6 p.m. So mark that down. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
David H. West Insurance has been helping residents in Imperial Valley for many years with their insurance needs. David, Jose, and staff are trained professionals who can help you make the right decision with your insurance coverage, from health, Medicare, and most importantly, a life insurance plan. How much life insurance do you need and what's your monthly cost? We'll call David H. West Insurance today to make an appointment and get a free quote on a life insurance plan that's right for you and your family at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, a slow-moving and wet storm system will bring waves of widespread rain to the Imperial and Yuma valleys today through Friday. High temperatures will remain in the low 70s. Heaviest rain with possible storms expected Thursday evening into Friday. Another much colder storm system is becoming more likely for early next week. Today, showers likely with a 90% chance of precipitation. New rainfall amounts between 1/10 and 1/4 of an inch are possible. High temperature near 72. East-southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tonight, an 80% chance of showers, mainly before 11 p.m. It'll be about 57 degrees with east-northeast wind 5 miles an hour. Wednesday, mostly cloudy, then gradually becoming sunny with a high near 76. A 20% chance of showers Wednesday and Wednesday evening. And overnight we had 1/10 of an inch of rain recorded at the Imperial County Airport. Right now, light rain reported at the airport. We have 57 degrees, 100% relative humidity, wind out of the north-northwest at 4 to 7 miles per hour. Page 1 of the local, page 2, and the weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans, Medicare supplemental coverage, or retirement planning. David H. West Insurance Services.
Dad, they're hungry.
Siri, restaurants nearby.
Here are some options.
I want some chipotle fries.
And I want an Imperial Thick Burger.
But I want a salad.
Okay, I just want a juicy burger and an ice cold beer. And I don't want to miss the game.
Everyone quiet, please. I have the place. Burgers and beer. Great food. Ice cold beer, and you can watch your favorite game.
Burgers and Beer has something delicious for everyone. Burgers and Beer. The best burgers in town.
You're welcome.
It's sports time. Sports time brought to you by the Imperial Hardware Company Do-It Centers in Raleigh, Holtville, and El Centro. NBA basketball last night. The Hawks went double overtime before they finally beat the Hornets, 143-138. Nuggets bumped the Bucks, 109-95. Raptors over the Jazz, 101-92. And jumping over to the NFL, NFL player representatives yesterday voted down a resolution that would have allowed players who have already voted on the proposed collective bargaining agreement to change their votes. Enough players had asked whether they could change their votes that the NFL player reps decided to propose the resolution, but it did not succeed. KXO Sports Time is 7:53.
Planning a home improvement project?
Let your friends at Imperial Hardware Company lend a hand. Our Do-It Centers provide the sweet spot between convenience and selection, combining the value and variety of a big box with the ease of visiting a neighborhood market. Our helpful and courteous staff will get you outfitted for any task in no time. Imperial Hardware Company is locally owned and family operated, proudly serving this community for over a century. We carry only the best products and top name brands. Visit us in Brawley, El Centro, and Holtfield to find what you need when you need it. Get it done with a little help from Imperial Hardware Company. Plumbing emergency? Clogs, leaks, and breaks are never planned. We stock a giant selection of fixtures and fittings to help solve your problem.
Well, the status of sports activities in Santa Clara County is up in the air, to include the San Jose Sharks hockey games, the NCAA women's basketball tournament at Stanford, and an MLS game. That's because Santa Clara County has banned gatherings of 1,000-plus people after they reported their first COVID-19 death. Meanwhile, the BNP Paribas Open Tennis Tournament, set to begin this week in Indian Wells, has been called off after a case of the new coronavirus was confirmed in the Coachella Valley. And, well, rains might have held that up anyway. So what's going on with Tom Brady? Well, in my mind, he's moving closer to signing a one-year deal with the Chargers because Brady just launched his Hollywood production company. Yeah. And if he signed a one-year deal with the Chargers, he'd be right there by Hollywood. Don't forget Selection Sunday, this coming Sunday on AM 1230 KXO. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you this morning by the Imperial Hardware Do-It Centers in Holtville, El Centro, and Brawley.
Don't miss the 23rd Annual NAFL Centro Entertainment and Food Festival in Hangar 6 on March 13th, starting at 6 p.m. Admission is free. Come and sample great food provided by local restaurants. Mingle with military and civilian performers who will participate in this year's NAFL Centro Air Show, featuring the Blue Angels. The grand finale of the evening will be the NAFL Centro Entertainment and Food Festival fireworks show synchronized to music. This pyro musical extravaganza is sponsored by NAFL Centro, Fireworks and Stage Effects America, KXO AM1230 and FM 107.5. That's the 23rd Annual NAFL Centro Entertainment and Food Festival, March 13th, starting at 6 p.m.
And let's take a look at what's happening in the markets. Yeah, buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy ride. U.S. stocks up today in a partial rebound from Wall Street's worst one-day sell-off since 2008. Yeah, well, the hopes are a fiscal stimulus may be coming from Washington. Currently, the Dow Jones Industrial Average up 300 points at 24,155. S&P 500 up 44.5 at 2791. And the NASDAQ is at 8106. That's up 136 points. Meanwhile, gold dropped $19.20 an ounce, and oil, it's up $2.27 an ounce. Equities markets may perk up on discussion of tax cuts, and markets are now pricing in an easing of monetary policy from the European Central Bank as well. In corporate news, airlines, including American Airlines, Delta, and Southwest, announced capacity reductions and other measures in response to the coronavirus outbreak.
Mark your calendar for the 2020 NAFL Centro 50th Anniversary Air Show, Saturday, March 14th. Gates open at 9 a.m. Admission and parking is free. See the Navy's precision flight demonstration team, the Blue Angels, who make their winter home in the valley. Witness thrilling airborne acrobatic maneuvers performed at incredible speeds. The whole family will enjoy the amazing military vintage and civilian static displays, including a classic car show. Sorry, no backpacks or coolers are allowed. The choice is yours. Stand, bring a chair, or go first class in our $65 catered chalet seating. Don't miss the 50th annual NAF El Centro Air Show on Saturday, March 14th at Naval Air Facility El Centro. We'll see you there.
You can expect showers today. The National Weather Service says it's a 90% chance of precipitation with new rainfall amounts between 1/10 and 1/4 of an inch possible. Highs will be near 72, east-southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tonight, an 80% chance of precipitation, mainly before 11 p.m. East-northeast wind about 5 miles an hour. A low temperature about 57 degrees. Wednesday, mostly cloudy, then gradually clearing with a high near 76, light winds. There is a 20% chance of showers Wednesday and Wednesday evening. 57 degrees right now, light rain reported at the airport. Wind out of the north-northwest at 4 to 7 miles per hour. Your border wait? It's about a 40-minute wait downtown, no waiting sentry, 15 minutes pedestrian. Eastport, 50 minutes, no waiting sentry, 25 minutes ready lane, 15 minutes at the Port of Andrade. You got the numbers. By the way, 1/10 of an inch of rain fell overnight. That was measured at the Imperial County Airport. Okay, a little bit more at my house.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Steve Kathan. With the coronavirus spreading in the U.S., there's a new push in Washington to dole out economic relief. White House correspondent Stephen Portnoy.
The scope of the president's proposal isn't clear. He spoke yesterday of a possible payroll tax cut and measures to gird affected industries, travel and tourism, airlines and cruise lines. Mr. Trump also said something should be done for the hourly workers who stand to lose money if they have to stay home. But just what he thinks should be done and how much it might cost taxpayers isn't clear.
Delta Airlines says it'll cut domestic and international flights, trimming capacity by 15%. American slashing 10% of its schedule. The CEO at Southwest is cutting his salary. Wall Street, a stock rally today, but it's fading a bit. The Dow is up 230 points right now. Market strategist Art Hogan says the possibility of government action for a second week in a row has stemmed the bleeding after yesterday's blowout.
Right after the Federal Reserve cut rates, the first response by everybody in the street was we also need fiscal policy. So the fact that we're moving towards the direction of fiscal policy is a real positive.
Add Harvard University to the list of colleges and schools taking all classes online in the days and weeks ahead because of the virus. CBS's Carter Evans is at the port of Oakland, California, where more passengers are being allowed off a cruise ship that has 21 coronavirus cases.
Passengers will be screened before they leave the ship. The focus initially will be on people who require immediate medical attention. Now, anyone coughing or has a fever, they're going to have to wear a surgical mask, and they're going to take a separate gangway.
Overseas, there are strict new measures taking hold in Italy. CBS News correspondent Charlie D'Agata is in Rome.
The announcement triggered a rash of panic buying here in Rome as shoppers in masks swarmed supermarkets in fear of a countrywide lockdown. It's a quarantine of the entire country of 60 million people until next month.
The Vatican has closed St. Peter's Square till next month as well. Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders are squaring off in today's Democratic presidential contests in 6 states. CBS's Ed O'Keefe in Detroit says Michigan is the main focus.
This has the right mix of a coalition for Biden between suburban voters, black voters, moderate Democrats, and a real understanding in this state that Democrats need to turn out in bigger numbers than they did 4 years ago to get a president elected who is a Democrat.
Wall Street right now, the Dow is up 210 points. NASDAQ is ahead 124, and the S&P 500 is up about 35.5 points. This is CBS News.
Why settle for average? With Capital One, you can open an account with a savings rate 5 times the national average. Welcome to Banking Reimagined. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A., member FDIC.
You're in charge of hiring, and Indeed has solutions, like online skills tests, which let a candidate show that they're the right hire. And we'll give you this barbershop quartet who'll sing the name of the perfect hire.
Vince Lundy.
Vince Lundy.
Vince Lundy. Vince Lundy.
Okay, there's no quartet, but skills tests, that's a for sure.
See why independent research by Silk Road shows Indeed delivers 3 times more hires than any other job site. Visit Indeed.com/promo today and get a free sponsored job upgrade on your first posting. Terms, conditions, and exclusions apply.
America is a great big country.
Filled with all kinds of different people.
And we all count.
That's why the 2020 census
wants to make sure we're all counted.
Why is it so important?
Because the census helps inform how hundreds of billions of dollars will be spent each year for things like
new roads, health clinics,
even more school programs.
So make sure you're counted.
Because you count.
Shape your future. Start here. Learn more at 2020census.gov. Paid for by U.S. Census Bureau.
A long and winding court battle appears to be over one of rock's iconic songs.
A federal appeals court has restored a verdict absolving Led Zeppelin's Jimmy Page and Robert Plant of stealing elements from the song Taurus, a Spirit Band tune, for their own 1971 mega hit Stairway to Heaven. A majority of an 11-judge panel in L.A. overturned a previous ruling that the 2016 trial should have heard the recording of Taurus. The composition of the songs, not the recordings, were at issue in the case. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
The outpouring after last week's tornado in Music City, Nashville, has been off the charts. A center that took donations of everything from water to diapers had to shut down the other day so staffers could inventory all that had come in. And some volunteers have had to be turned away. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
I have no words for it. I'm kind of shocked right now, actually.
With Carroll Buckley.
Not that I like it, but I do.
AM 1230 KXO. 1230.
This is an ugly candy bar. Peter Paul's almond cluster. It bulges from the way they stuff those almonds and crunchy stuff inside. It's so ugly, in fact, we're not going to show it to you. But don't go away. We're going to show you something. Isn't that something? Believe me, it's better than looking at our candy bar. Funny thing, ugly as it is, almond cluster tastes just beautiful. Why people who make such a crunchy, chocolatey candy can't fix the way it looks? I don't know. Maybe we should be on the radio or something. Skywriting.